3, 2, 1, bang.
Hello everyone, welcome to Fulton High School for tonight's Region 2 Class 2-AAA Semifinal game between the host Fulton Falcons and your Anderson County Mavericks. Hello again everyone, my name is John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert, bringing you the play-by-play and all the action of Anderson County basketball. As tonight, number 1 seed out of District 4 travel into hostile territory to take on the 2-time defending state champions, Fulton Falcons. Right now, bring in Brandon Lambert. And Brandon, tough environment, but it's all on the line here tonight. It's win or go home, survive and advance for both teams.
Tough environment, tough opponent as they are, John. You just mentioned it right there, defending back-to-back state champion Fulton Falcons. And the Mavericks are playing them at their home court at Jody Wright Arena, the same place named after former Lake City Laker and current Falcon head coach, Hall of Famer Jody Wright.
And of course, Jody Wright. These Mavericks, though, however, Anderson County knows about Fulton, and they're coming in here tonight to try to play their best game and try to get over the mystique and all these state banners hanging down above them.
Yeah, 11 of these between football and basketball. This school is rich in history, a lot of tradition here, and the Mavericks are going to have to overcome this tough environment here. They know what they're going to need to know what this environment is like here. Yes, the state championship banners, the banners itself look intimidating because of how rich this place is. But when you think about it here, environment does play into factor on deciding the game.
You're right, Lambeau, and Anderson County comes in. They have 7 seniors on their squad, while Fulton, with only 2 seniors, they lost a big senior class last year that was part of that 2-time defending state champs. So experience-wise, give it to Anderson County. Tradition-wise, give it to Fulton. Anderson County trying to take that next step. This is their 3rd straight trip to the region semifinals and looking to get back to the sub-state. 1983, the first year of the school's existence, Lambeau, since Anderson County played in a sub-state.
42 years, John. That's the longest drought of any team, in my opinion, in East Tennessee that has not been made to the region championship. I think there's more than that, but I know for one thing for certain, this is the longest time the Mavericks have not tasted the sub-state.
And you look at Fulton, you know, they'd expect to go to state every year. Numerous state championships. And, you know, it's sort of like David and Goliath coming in here tonight. Anderson County, number 1 seed, but most people outside Anderson County, family, and most people are looking at it and say, well, you know, Fulton's going to win this game, but don't hold your breath on that. These Mavericks can play, and they're going to play hard tonight, and I think it's going to be a great game.
I think so too, John. But again, environment does play a factor in this one. Fulton always brings a good crowd here tonight. It's no different here at Jody Wright Arena. It's a tough environment. We've known this for a long time coming here. And Fulton brings a lot of, if their fans get involved here tonight.
Right, and Anderson County has brought a ton of fans as well. Some Clinton fans as well hanging around. The Dragons went down tonight to the Carter Hornets 79.
We expected this Carter was going to be a tough team to handle here. Winners of the District 3's winners of District 3's tournament this year. And ironically enough, over this year ironically enough, over these same Fulton Falcons. In a big win for the Hornets. In a big win for the Hornets about a week ago.
Well, they defeated Fulton 79 to
about a week ago.
Well, they defeated Fulton 79 to 72 in overtime to win that District 3 tournament. However, Fulton won both meetings against Carter during the regular season, so it was somewhat of an upset that Carter beat Fulton, but you know, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. So Fulton is led by 6'3" sophomore Nick Steen. Extremely tough player inside.
Yeah.
Extremely tough player inside.
Yeah. We got the debrief last night after Saturday's win. We got the debrief last night after Saturday's win for the Mavericks over Northview Academy. Nick Steen is probably Fulton's best player on this squad. You got to be careful around him.
And Fulton comes in with a record of 15-15. Overall, I'd have to say that's the most losses they've had in a single season in quite some time. As I mentioned, they lost a single season in quite some time. As I mentioned, they lost a big senior class. Only returned 2 seniors. And they're mostly freshmen and sophomores. They also have 2 juniors as well. Anderson County comes in the record of 22-9 overall. Won 6 in a row and 15 of their last 16, including Saturday night's region quarterfinal win over Northview Academy, 71-61. While Fulton defeated Union County 74-46 on Saturday night at Fulton. As I mentioned, Fulton with a record of 15-15 overall. However, opponents, one in Farragut and another in Oak Ridge, that gave the Wildcats all they could handle here a few weeks ago.
Absolutely. When you look at those 2 teams, you get Farragut and Oak Ridge, tough as they are. We know Oak Ridge, probably one of the best teams in our area as far as 4A basketball is concerned. And Farragut's got a tough place to play as well.
So we're about 2 minutes away from the starting lineups as the Mavericks look to advance to the region finals for the first time since.
One and done. Got it in.
And that's a good omen right there for Trevor Davis. One and done. As you see, the Mavericks going back to the bench. So assistant Jordan Shipley. And that's another big key, Brandon. Jordan Shipley, the assistant coach, spent 6 years coaching under Jody Wright.
Yeah, he spent 6 years, won a couple state championships with those Falcons. Of course, he was part of that one of the back-to-back titles back in 2023. So he knows what this environment is like. He spent 6 years, as you mentioned, John, under Jody Wright. So he knows this environment very well.
I'm sure he's had his team prepared for what to expect here tonight. As Anderson County comes in, the win over Northview Academy on Saturday night, and also district tournament champions last week. And they were led by a pair of seniors in Brandon Dake and Hayden Craig. And we got word that Brandon Dake's sort of been a little bit under the weather the last couple of days, but we talked a little bit to him before the game, and he says he's good to go.
That's good right there. We don't want to have any of our players being under the weather, especially with this kind of big game here.
Yeah, we hope he has a Michael Jordan.
It would bring back a lot of 1997 vibes. Music now getting cut off. We're getting set to meet the starting lineups for both squads. here at Jody Wright Arena on the campus of Fulton High School.
We'd like to thank everyone out there for watching, and also thank you to Anderson County High School for sponsoring tonight's live stream.
PA announcer and athletic director Rob Black on the microphone. Ethan Nelson, number 1, 5'10" senior. 6-foot sophomore, number 3, Cam Lawson. Trent Strickland, 6-foot senior, number 5. Aiden Craig, 6'2", senior, number 11. And 6'3", senior, number 15, Brandon Dake. Head coach for the Mavericks, Jordan Jeffers, assisted by Jordan Shipley and Tony Lambert. And now we turn our attention to the host bench. Time to meet the starting 5 for the host, Fulton Falcons. Number 2, 5'11" senior, Derek Smith. Number 10, 6'3" sophomore, Nick Steen. Travis Ballinger, 6'1" senior, number 15. Rajon Womble, 6' junior, number 20. Number 30, 6'1" sophomore, number 30, Devin Hatchett. And the head coach for the Fulton Falcons, Hall of Famer, we talked about it, Jody